Hey there, this is Nagin Farsad. I'm just answering your questions. Sorry my voice is a little messed up because I got sick and lost my voice. But you wanted me to tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm a comedian and a filmmaker, and I do a lot of social justice work, so I technically call myself a social justice comedian. My recent film, The Muslims Are Coming, is a great example of like what I do. I took a bunch of comedians on the road to places like Arizona and Mississippi and Alabama, places where they love the Muzzies, and I made them and we did stand up, and we interacted with locals, and we did street actions, and we basically tried to get people to see a different side of Muslims through comedy. And actually got involved, I guess, by being born into it because my parents immigrated during the Iran hostage crisis, and I was a baby, so I didn't really know what was going on then, but it was always a part of like my family history of my brother being beat up at school, of my parents being harassed, and so even though I didn't experience that, because by the time I had, I was aware like that stuff had subsided a bit, but it was always around. And so for me, Islamophobia is not something that started with 9/11. It's something that started in the early 80s with the Iran hostage crisis. How does your work have a global effect? I mean, I think the geopolitical is local. I think in this instance, because whatever news that happens in the Middle East kind of has an effect on what we of what we think of Middle Easterners here in the United States. So it's kind of even though I might have nothing to do with the conflict in Syria or the Israeli-Palestinian conflict or whatever, like the way that Americans kind of view those things, I think ends up impacting the way we view Middle Eastern people here in the United States. It's interesting because one of the ways that I feel like we can combat all kinds of phobias, just in immigrant rights in general, is coming out and saying, "Yeah, I'm the daughter of a couple of dirty immigrants. I'm Iranian American, and this is my story." And I think the reason why it's important to share the story is because like the more you talk about yourself, the more you normalize your story and the stories of people like you to mainstream Americans, and that's really important. I think we can take a page out of the gay rights movement. That's something that they did very early on, was like come out of the closet to everyone you know, because you're going to be the friendly gay neighbor that they associate with being gay. You're going to be the friendly cubicle worker next to you that people are going to associate with being gay, and that's great. You're going to be like a mini ambassador to the cause, and I say that, I think, to everybody who is a hyphenated American like me. Come out of the closet, tell your friends about your background, and that is going to help normalize your presence in mainstream American media. Okay, I hope this helps. And again, I'm so sorry about my voice. It's totally shitty right now. All right, good luck.